The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster campaign. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you, along with special guest Jim joining us once again.
I'm mute. Hi, everybody.
Back after, we did try to have you back. I can't see you right now, but yes.
It's been a while.
We did try, though. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know.
Well, let's see. When did we try? Did we try? I know I came down here several times and went, oh, I was going to ask Jim, and I keep forgetting. That happened several times. And then we were supposed to go in December, and then you decided to take a month off and throw in some specials and wait till after the holidays.
Right.
So this brings us to this particular day.
And I am not at all crushed by your leaving me out of everything you've ever done. Thank you so much, you rat bastards.
Tonight we're going to take a look at beginning of January. There's no good films. That's why we take a little hiatus there. There was one bad horror movie.
It always amazes me.
Not that there's any good ones
I
the
was
rest
just
of the
going
time.
to say, you always say, oh, we're going to do this one. This looks like crap. How do we know this?
Well, they usually drop one horror movie, which they did, and it was so bad I don't even remember. And then they dropped that Doolittle on us, which got horrible reviews.
Did it?
Yeah.
I've heard nothing about that one. Okay.
So now we've got Rhythm Section and Gretel and Hansel.
Why is Gretel first?
So you know this one from all the other Hansel and Gretel movies.
Oh.
Also, Jim reminded us that it's the Super Bowl coming up.
Yes.
So what did you have? You came up with an idea for us.
Well, as far as an idea, I just wanted to mention I know there have been a couple of movies that have been out that through the years, nothing recent, that have involved the Super Bowl or took place at the Super Bowl. We were kind of naming a couple of them. Black Sunday was one. These are all from the 70s, so if anybody who's less than 90 years old probably won't remember these. But Black Sunday was one that was out. What did we say? That was 77 that came out?
77.
Yeah.
That one was actually, parts of it were actually filmed at the Super Bowl while it was taking place, and that would have been Super Bowl X, which was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh,
So what was that, 76 Super Bowl?
Yeah,
the year
like
before?
that. I think so. I think 76-ish. And they actually had some of the, I don't know, I think it might have been Frank Gifford. Oh,
well, that's how it goes, Sal. I don't know.
Jesus, that's right. Frank. How about? But it would have maybe Pat Summerall. I think
It could have been
but
Pat
anyway,
Summerall. Yeah.
But the plot of that movie involves some terrorists hitting the Super Bowl in a blimp piloted by a Bruce Dern suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder due to being a prisoner in Vietnam. Actually, not Bruce Dern, wasn't he? Just an actor playing the role. But the story on which that film is based was a novel written by Thomas Harris, who also went on to write Silence of the Lambs and all the Hannibal Lecter stories that we've grown familiar with through the years. And my personal favorite, and one that I watch almost every year around Super Bowl time, was the wonderful 2-Minute Warning, which was, that involved a sniper at the Super Bowl at the 2-Minute Warning.
Right.
Oh, wow. Who was in that?
Charlton Heston with...
From My Cold Dead Hands.
You have to see this just for Charlton Heston's wig. I guarantee you when you watch this, if you look at that wig and spot it, you're not going to think of anything else but that wig. It's so distracting. John Cassavetes, he plays the SWAT team leader, but you SWAT people, watch yourselves. You go in there like a bunch of killers.
Jack Klugman was in the stands.
He gets murdered.
It was like a disaster movie. You didn't know who was going to survive these shootings.
Well, you know the weird
like
thing
an Irwin Allen film.
Yes, yeah, it really was like a disaster movie. And I don't know if you ever saw the you know how they would film a couple of versions and add on things? Back in the days when they used to show movies on TV, kids.
I was going to say this, but I think you know what I was going to say.
They would add these plots to movies just to stretch them into, it might have been a 2-night event. Tomorrow, following different strokes, where Dudley's going to get touched by a guy building a birdhouse.
Very special episode.
Very special. They would include these extra plots to stretch these movies so that they could fill the time. And one of the neat things about 2 Minute Warning, the movie that you see on DVD or whatever, that you don't see who the sniper is. You see his hands putting the gun together. You see his point of view, but you don't see the guy. Kind of like the Jaws shark, right? Mm-hmm. In the TV version of it, you see him, and for some reason, there's an art gallery nearby. So the whole shooting at the Super Bowl is actually a cover for a robbery that will take place at the art gallery. So in the ensuing stampede after the sniper blasts everybody, it somehow sets off a seismic alarm or something, and the alarms don't work at the art gallery, so they can steal paintings. It was awful.
I remember the TV version said a sniper attacks the Super Bowl, and then for the TV version, as a diversion for the art heist. I don't know if they did that because to cut down on the violence of somebody shooting, or just to drag it out. They could have still shot people and dragged it out 2 nights.
Oscar, what happened to your forehead?
Were they that concerned with violence in the 70s, though?
They were for a while.
Were they?
Yeah.
And you know, the two football teams in the in 2 Minute Warning, they filmed that at the L.A. Coliseum, and they got just a bunch of guys that could put on football uniforms apparently, and so they're like, it was Baltimore versus L.A., but they weren't like real football teams as opposed to the real Super Bowl,
they used fake teams, fake helmets. And,
Also in 2 Minute Warning was not Lloyd Bridges, not Jeff Bridges. But Bo Bridges.
The lower of the Bridges.
Sorry,
Who has shown up in some Hallmark Christmas movies, by the way.
That's
how far he's fallen.
In a very 70s moment, he slaps his kid in the... they're a little sensitive. Dad, he plays dad, and dad's a little sensitive about the fact that he's been laid off. And so when the little kid wants to buy a goofy-looking felt hat at the vendor, and the guy tries to talk him into it, he goes, mister, don't worry, my dad just lost his job. Whack! The kid gets smacked. So child abuse was prevalent in the 70s Super Bowl films.
The good old days.
You can't do that today.
And the other one that we mentioned was Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah, I've never seen that whole movie, but
it's a good movie.
There's
that's a remake.
Super Bowl in it.
It's a remake of Here Comes Mr. Jordan from, I believe, the 30s or 40s. Okay. But yeah, that's a Super Bowl. I think it's the Rams again.
It's the Rams. I can't remember who they were
playing.
Yeah,
I don't remember who they are. But Warren Beatty, Julie Christie, James Mason.
And Buck Henry.
Buck Henry
recently passed away.
And who's the? Oh my God, I can't.
I
can't remember the other
Diane
guy.
Cannon. Diane Cannon plays
Charles
the
Grodin.
Wow.
And the guy who plays one of the coaches on the team. I can't. I can see his face.
He's a heavy guy. You
yeah.
The heavy guy?
Yeah. When
back in the 70s, we called him fat.
Yes.
Just so you know, that heavy.
Yes.
Very careful.
He was husky.
Husky was good. They even put that on the Kmart shirts.
I used to wear the husky pants.
Yeah.
Because they had the big thighs.
Oh, jeez.
The husky bell bottoms that were plaid.
Those are fun in corduroys. I used to wear corduroys. And I'd get little patches right where my thighs would together all day. That would just wear out.
Yes.
race.
But Heaven Can Wait, I think, is 78, Ed.
Yes.
So we've got these 3 in a row,
Right, yeah.
3 years in a
And
row.
apparently after the 70s, they decided to make no more movies about the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, well, enjoy your Super Bowl, enjoy your game, and go. I'm going to move my mouse so we can dub in later which teams are in there.
Right.
How about those?
My team's not in it.
When do we find that out? It would have to be within the next week for me to stick something in.
That would be
Today.
this weekend.
Oh, today we'll find out?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe something will go in there.
There you go.
There we go.
You can't take that. All right.
All
We got
right.
movies.
We got 2 movies.
Let's rifle through these. What's our first? Oh, the first one. You ready?
Oh, we got to
We got to
ready.
get that up. That'll
Son.
be you. Rhythm section.
Rhythm section.
Go.
Not to be confused with 70s singing group, the Atlanta Rhythm section.
Ooh.
Do it or die. The Rhythm section stars Blake Lively, Jude Law, and Sterling K. Brown. Not to be confused with Sterling R. Brown. Blake Lively, the lovely Blake Lively, stars as Stephanie Patrick, an ordinary woman on a path of self-destruction after her family is tragically killed in a plane crash. It's a real heartwarmer.
Yeah.
When Stephanie discovers that the crash was not an accident, she enters a dark, complex world to seek revenge on those responsible and find her own redemption. And get a puppy. It's rated R for violence, sexual content, hello Blake Lively, and language throughout, as well as some drug use. I think somebody takes Chantix, so they're trying to stop smoking. I get diarrhea when I take that one.
Oh, yeah. Rhythm section. No one in their right mind would go pay $20 for this.
How do you know? It's got Jude Law, fine actor.
Jude Law,
It's got
yeah.
Blake Lively, fine looking woman.
Is that her?
That could be.
Just different wigs.
Oh my God.
in
Look at,
here.
they're uglying her up.
There's your Sterling K.
Yep, someone just bought a ice pick in the neck.
Oh.
Yes, let's take this beautiful woman and ugly her up, shall we?
Well, it's to show her ability to show great range and
Yes.
skills where she can be ugly and an actress.
Oh, speaking of range, she just pointed a weapon at somebody. Actually went to the range. She put something on the oven, which also was a range.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. I'm not going to go see this. But then again, I don't see any films.
Yeah, we have, well, coming up in a couple of weeks, I found the best films of the, since we said goodbye to a decade. Here.
Oh, that's right, we have.
And I have some of the best films of the 2010s, we're going to call those.
Is that what we're going to call them?
Yeah, I guess that's what we call them. Also some songs, and I don't know, I didn't do the TV because nobody had a good TV list of, I wanted the highest rated, not what people were calling the best. Like this BoJack Horseman or something is turning up on every list,
I know,
whatever the hell that is.
Every once in a while, I go through this. I need to find something to watch on Netflix. I can't find anything that appeals to me, but I will, on occasion, go on the interwebs or whatever you call it. What do we call that thing? Is that what they call it?
The net?
That could be it. And I say, best series on Netflix. And that thing always comes up.
Yeah.
And it's an animated, and they make it, I don't know how they describe it, but it's deep and dark, and it's a horse. It's a cartoon horse, is what it is. I don't want to watch it.
Every time I see that cartoon horse, I just think of the stage version of Equus, when the
Oh.
actors would have the horse head on them and pretend to be horses.
Yeah. Let's move on, shall we?
Let's move on.
I'm getting all choked up. For Gretel and Hansel, it's Hansel. Starring Sophia Lillis, Sammy Leakey, Alice, I don't know this, is this Krieg, and directed by, I believe, Tony Perkins' son,
Yeah.
Oz Perkins. For those of you who don't know Anthony Perkins, he was the original Bates. A long time ago in a distant fairy tale countryside, a young girl leads her little brother into a dark wood. Just a wood, one. In desperate search of food and work, only to stumble upon a nexus.
Nope.
A nexus of terrifying evil. Rated PG-13 for disturbing images, thematic content, and brief drug material.
That's her, I
Ooh.
think. Alice.
Oh, is that who that
She
is?
was in the
Oh, nice
The
Beatles
nine-
haircut.
90s Sleepwalkers, I think she was in. She didn't look like that.
Now, who's the other? Isn't there? There's another Perkins. No, it's
Osgood.
Osgood.
Yeah.
Osgood. He's going by Oz. Okay.
He was the young
Elizabeth
Norman Bates.
Perkins.
Isn't she the one that was like always like the from those '80s rom-coms?
Oh yeah, I think
The Friend.
she was in. I
she
think
in
he
Big?
said. She said.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Oh no, I don't think that was Elizabeth Perkins.
No?
But yes.
What was the Rob Lowe Demi Moore thing?
About Last Night?
About Last Night. I think
Was
she
she
was
in
the
that?
friend in that, and then Jim Belushi was the wacky friend of Rob Lowe, and she was the bitchy friend of Demi Moore.
I think she was in Big. I'm getting her confused with a woman whose name thoroughly and completely escapes me.
Someone named Perkins. Marlon Perkins from Wild Kingdom.
Nope. It was not a Perkins. But I know who.
What the hell are they pulling out of her mouth?
I think she was the one I'm thinking of was in Ordinary People with
Elizabeth McGovern.
That's the one I'm thinking of. There you go.
Quite the doll. Quite the doll.
She was cutesy back then.
Yeah, not quite so cute on Downton Abbey.
No.
Oh,
no.
jeez.
No.
Hey, look at me.
We've aged well.
I'm not saying I'm,
We've aged well.
Yeah.
I think we have aged well. I don't know if it's going to be this show or the next show.
Oh, God.
But I do have that clip from 1986 that we were all on. From May
That's
of,
what, 34
somebody has to do
years
some
ago?
math here.
34 years ago, Ed. I just did the
34.
math for you.
Wow, that was quick.
It was. I can do that. I went to school.
Let's see, we have some what's out this week, and we still haven't come up with a name for what. It's new releases.
Right, but do they still do DVD?
They still do DVD, yeah.
I actually have a DVD player that I've never ever used, and a Blu-ray player that I've never ever used.
Okay, Jay and Silent Blob.
Oh, a reboot?
Reboots. They were taking this movie around the country. It's coming here in Albany after the Blu-ray release. They're going to be down at the Egg, showing their movie and appearing in person.
Ah,
Really? Kevin Smith and company?
Yes.
Is that Jason Mewes?
Muse.
Oh. I've always found him to be very entertaining interviews. Very smart guy. Not the Muse guy, the other guy.
Right.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I almost got tickets for that, but it was kind of expensive, and I'll just buy this Blu-ray.
You got to bring your weed with you. Oh. Are they going to start the production at 4:20?
Oh, jeez.
Zombieland. Double tap.
I still haven't seen the first one.
I have seen the first one.
You said it was okay.
It was okay. Wasn't that with Bill Murray also in the first one, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, the first one was entertaining. It had a lot to do with, I think, with Twinkies or something like that, or some Hostess cake of some sort was involved in it.
Huh.
But yeah, the first one wasn't bad. I never did see the second one, though. Maybe when it comes out on Pluto TV.
What the hell?
I will explain later.
You'll explain that. Never heard of that one.
Well, you will when I get done with you.
Pluto TV.
Pluto TV. Oh, the animated Addams Family.
This did so poorly around Halloween. It came out before Halloween, so around Halloween, $5.
Oh,
For
really?
the admission. Come on in.
I don't know. Would parents of young kids today be able to explain what the Addams Family was? It's probably far too frightening for the little youth of today.
Snoop Dogg was cousin.
Why do they keep making Addams Family movies and animated features? Why don't we have the what's the other one there with the Munsters? Why can't we do Munsters? Why can't we have the
Right.
Munsters?
Because
Which was
the
better.
Addams Family was based on cartoons that were in the New Yorker, so they're very intellectual.
Snooty.
Oh yeah. I read the most recent Addams Family cartoon in the New Yorker, and I laughed so hard I went, oh.
Don't hurt yourself. You're gonna pull a groin.
Well. Ah!
Terminator: Dark Fate. And what I really loved about this film was Linda Hamilton said, "I'll be back."
Yes.
Oh, that was just spectacular.
That wasn't enough to save it from bombing terribly.
What kind of reviews did that get?
It got okay reviews, but nobody went to see it.
Who said I was terrible?
It's just too late.
Yeah.
It was done that
Too
10
many of
years
them,
ago.
right.
Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
Oh, is this like a 60s or 70s film?
This is a 70s, early 70s drive-in type film.
Oh, I love that tagline. Something is after Jessica. Something very cold, very wet, and very dead.
Oh, wet.
Wet.
You know, when this aired on TV, they had another art gallery robbery attached to it. Yes.
Oh my God, that's funny. I'll have to look at that one.
2 on a guillotine.
This was a late 60s film, which is supposed to be pretty good, but I've never seen this one.
Never heard of it.
Wouldn't you like to learn how to flip your lid? If you're chopping for entertainment.
Were
He
you
was
reading
the bottom
that?
of yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's fine.
We usually
Semi-tough.
can't read that.
I
Semi-tough.
I remember watching this. This was like 77, 78, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now, you can never do a poster like this today.
You don't think?
I don't see why not.
It's a little suggestive.
What's it suggesting?
The one girl is totally bent over, right, in
Well-
his lower region. You couldn't get any more blatant than...
Well, at least the numbers on them aren't 69.
The one in the middle, the giant decollage there, and I don't know what's going on. The other one's taking a dump or something. I don't know.
I can't say. Oh, perhaps.
Oh, boy.
They're having fun, whatever it is.
Chris Christopherson, the only one left from that fine crew of actors. And he's barely hanging on. All
Yeah,
right.
because Jill Clayburgh bought the farm, too.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
All right.
Oh,
Let's see. We don't have enough time for, and we probably won't have it next time either because it's Oscar time. So maybe 2 weeks. We'll have, I don't know if I can
What?
get it in here.
oh. Well, by the
I
time
don't
you
know.
discuss it with yourself, it'll be too late.
Do you think you'll be here for the third show, Jim?
Why not?
Okay, third show we'll do it. Jim should be here for this clip.
Oh, the
boy.
And it's about a 2-minute clip, and then it's going to be very tight here.
Oh.
And your story is probably too
Yeah,
long for
I
here.
would say I can get my story done before we hit the 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, here's my story.
Okay.
Quickly. So, I decide I still have cable TV, right? A lot of people have cut the cord. I've not cut the cord. I have cable TV. Yeah, whatever. So I
Take
decide
your time.
I don't want to pay $200 a month for my bundle. So I call up and I downgrade. I want to downgrade to what's called Choice TV, where you just have your local channels. Plus, they give you a selection of 10 channels they give you a list of 10 channels available, so you can get these 10 channels. So I get all my locals, which comes along with all the government channels no one ever watches, like C-SPAN 1 through 12, and then a bunch of other crap, the MeTV, all that Laugh and whatever.
Well, the 1200 tier.
Right,
usually.
and WMHT and their 4 channels. So that's what I get, and I make my choice for my 10 channels, which is like Discovery, A&E, Turner Classic Movies, that kind of thing.
AMC, was that on there?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that was on there, that would be a good package.
I have that.
Okay.
I don't watch it, but I
Yeah,
have it.
nice package.
So, thank you. Thank you very much. Never mind. So, I get that. I'm all set. Took the guy 20 minutes. I don't know why. Oh, I thought it was just, okay, sir, now you're down to the Choice TV. So I saved myself like $50 a month.
Okay.
Great. Get off the phone. Internet's gone.
Oh, no.
Call him back. My internet's gone. Sir, everything it shows here that everything's fine. It must be your device. I don't think so. All of my devices suddenly just went down because my daughter's, I got no internet. I'm trying to do my homework. All of my devices went down. Another half hour getting that back up. They finally get that back up. All set. Phone's gone. I got to call him back again.
Oh.
Guy says to me, your phone's down? Yeah. Where are you calling from? A cell phone, you idiot. Of course. What do you think I'm calling from? I'm going to call on my phone and tell you my phone's down. So it turns out, Ed, I have 2 modems, because the phone is on one side of the house, TV on the other side. So I have the one modem. What they did, I don't know why, was when they reset my cable, he decided to reset everything. So he put everything on one modem, which would take the phone off of the other modem, put it on the modem that doesn't have phone. The internet, he just messed with, destroyed that. So I had to go. hour and 45 minutes on the phone with these clowns to get just a downgrade. That's all I wanted. It took almost 2 hours. I hate them. Almost as much as I hate Price Chopper. But why would it take so? Why is this a problem?
Well, I'll do my recap coming up, but I remember it took me like a month and a half to finally figure out why 4 channels were missing from my lineup. That took months.
Oh, which also reminds me. Quickly, this will be it, about 10 seconds. I have my select 10 channel, which I receive downstairs beautifully. I go upstairs, I have my 10 channels, which I receive beautifully,
and
plus 4 more.
Ooh.
Which I didn't ask for, but I can't get them on my downstairs receiver, but I can get them on my upstairs receiver.
I bet I know what they are.
I know one. I know 2
Disney?
of them. No, one is Lifetime, and one is National Geographic, which I only watch when animals are like eating each other. But that's it. And then a couple other ones somewhere that are awful. But yeah. But geez, I just wanted to downgrade, and I went through holy hell just to get back to where I was.
So you got basic channels plus 10 more, plus a few extras. That's not a bad deal, right?
No.
And you're saving some...
And it's $22 for that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you add in your interwebs and your phone.
Now, do you remember how the game works, Jim? Because you're going to be a part of this.
Oh, yeah, I remember exactly how it goes.
That's about
I think I pull something out of there, and then I maybe read what's on there, and then I'm moving some numbers around.
Dave is going to pull.
I'll pull this out.
You pull. I shake, you pull, you turn. That's how we're going to do it.
Wow.
It's a 3-man operation this week.
Which way do I turn these Kleenex boxes?
Towards you.
Towards the viewer?
Lawrence Katz. 2 and 4.
So, like this?
Yep, very dramatic though. Dun, 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 dun.
Monster of the week.
Before you pull that next one or turn the next one, let's explain something.
Heedle deedle.
This is the poster pairs game, folks, where you have sent in 2 entries from 1 to 6, and we select your entry, reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you give us. If they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin the wheel, we will spin the wheel. You can win up to 6 if they match. All right, now you can go with number 4. We don't have our poppers.
Because I already went with number 2.
All right, so now we go with number 4.
Oh, for the love of Jesus H. Christ.
Oh. Let's turn around the other ones just to prove to the 3 people watching. That's the old up and down ploy.
Oh, my God. Does anything really match?
It could be. I may have done that.
Psycho 3.5.
Oh, I didn't
Psycho
do
3. 3 1/3. 3.5.
3.5.
And there's your match right there. There's a 2 and 6. 2 and 6. You poor son of a bitch.
Wow. A lot of cursing on this show.
Oh, sorry.
You told them. Don't forget, we can curse now because it's not being taped live to a disc. I can bleep anything out.
Oh, mother!
Did you tell people? You told people where to write in for the game?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But I'm going to now.
Okay.
And really quickly because we're coming to the end of the show. All right, folks, if you want to enter this, where am I looking? Or are you just going to put something up? If you want to enter this contest, send a name. I don't know what you send. Send 2 numbers from 1 to 6 to MediaZone95@gmail.com. That's MediaZone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We reveal your entry. You feel what's behind those 2 numbers. And if they match, you win 2 free movie passes if you right spin the wheel, which Lawrence Katz did. If he had won, we would have spun the wheel, and he could have won up to 6 tickets. He could have lost his tickets, but he could have won anywhere from 1, 2, 3. I don't know. What's the numbers?
Up to 6.
Up to 6. Does it include 5?
Not 5.
5. Oh, okay. Not 3?
I would bring the board out, but we've got 20 seconds to go.
All right. So that's it. That's MediaZone95@gmail.com. MediaZone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers, 1 to 6. Blah, 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 blah.
I want to thank Jim for stopping by, joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for bringing your idea about the Super Bowl.
You've been had, Jim.
And next time we will be going over the Oscar nominations.
I'll skip that show.
We'll see you next time.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.